This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal. Today is Sunday, March 9th, 2025. The title of this rant is, Every Reversal Shows Trump's Ineptitude. The worst is yet to come, including violence. So I was I was thinking about ineptitude. Yeah, incapable, incompetent, impotent. Maybe I should have used impotent, but he's reversed himself on many things. And every time he reverses himself, his desperation to dominate and to be above everyone else gets worse and worse. And the worst will continue to come as he gets more and more desperate, because he needs to break through, because the only way he can exist by himself is to be a dictator. And he's desperate, really desperate, in terms of controlling the media and controlling the courts. But in terms of things he's reversed himself, he reversed himself on Guantanamo. So he had all these 8 people who were arrested. We don't even know if they were illegal aliens or whatever you want to call them. They were sent back to Guantanamo. It cost $800,000, just 8 of them. They reversed that. It wasn't making anything for him. He's reversed himself. Remember, he was going to have 500 buildings sold. That stopped in a day or so. Doge has reversed itself on a number of things. The courts are coming down on Doge. The resistance must continue with Doge because they are totally inept also, and they're breaking the law in a lot of regards, and that has to continue to go against him. But again, every time something goes bad against him, he wants to fight back and go even harder. Now, the biggest thing is on the tariffs, and of course, the tariffs, especially when we're talking about autos, steel, and food, this is where it's showing that he's not capable, that he will lose on this because of the way because of his transactional nature. Is because we're dealing with sovereign nations. Let's just use Canada, Mexico, and China as a thing. And I just want to bring up, when you make a trade agreement, you have very, very smart people on both sides negotiating for years. It has to be a win-win. There has to be concessions. That's just the way the nature of it is. That's not Trump ways. Trump ways is I win, you lose. But again, we're dealing with sovereign nations. They know how to fight back. All right. This cannot be a win for Trump and a lose for Canada. That's not going to happen. They have the means to fight back. And that's why he's reversing himself on the tariffs. And that's especially the business community does not want that at all. But again, he will not stop. He is desperate to keep going. He will go do things that are even more vile than what we've seen before. And that desperation will continue. And as I said, I do believe that there will be violence, but the resistance must continue. It must increase, and we must go after every little thing that he is doing right now, because in the essence, like I said, he will not win. So every time he's showing his incompetence, his incapability, his impotence, things will get worse.